Yes, I should therefore congratulate myself for being this two video consistent for my channel because of this series. And oh my god, I look absolutely excited, way more excited than the bride herself, because the Indian wedding events have officially begun. Not from now, it's from late 20s, and I have my invitation both in the month of November and in the month of December. So I am super duper pre excited to do everything pre checking the outfit, pre doing the makeup, pre doing the hairstyle, pre doing everything so that everything is in accordance. Zigzag zoo, yeah, whatever you say. But I just need everything to be in place. Everything to be in place. Important. Very. Why you have to be this weird? Just chup. Okay, so welcome back to the second episode of In the Mood series. And yes, today I'm going to talk something about that happened this particular week and just taught me to like certain important things in life. And yes, just help me, not help me, like it's eventually recovering from this particular thing. And yes, that's how life moves on. So okay, so I have done my CTM, cleansing, toning, moisturizing, and yeah, done that. Everything is prepped and everything is all. It's well prepped, my skin. So if you whatever like skincare routine you're having, you can follow that. And yes, you can begin right after that. So without any further ado, come on, let's begin and let's talk the way. Starting everything with the base. I don't know why did I like lay down my hair. Now I'm feeling too hot. Anyways, okay, so now everything we're gonna start from the very base. So it comes with the color correction using my very favorite Mars Cover Ranges concealer palette. The review is very much there in the very first video of mine of this particular series. If you have not watched it, I'll provide the link in the iCard. Please go have a watch. Okay, so what should we talk about today in this particular episode? Life failures? I think that sounds much better. Because I have been trying this one particular thing for 2 years straight and I couldn't get through it. And eventually you have to accept the fact and move on with life. Maybe life has kept some more welcoming things in the forward as we move forward with life in the future. We don't know, but we have to guess and we have to move forward because that's what life is all about. Life always finds its very own way. And now, okay, let's start. Let's go to the story mode first. So I graduated in the year 2021 with honors in English, and yes, I like a lot of other people. I too want to pursue my masters in my very own city. Okay, so definitely I have to go either for my home university or for other universities or the particular city that I am in. Okay, I applied. I kept giving these entrance exams. Though that was the pandemic time, I was talking about last year 2021, because a lot of the entrance examination, they got cancelled because of this particular thing. It happened like that, and as a result they kept the merit list according to whatever percentage we have got. No issue, fine. For me, my percentage wasn't that bad. It was decent, well, good enough, I would say. But here is life teaching. It's going to teach you a very important lesson, is that whatever you expect everything in life is not going to be that way. And like I expected earlier that I would get into regular university and like pursue whatever comes after that, it didn't happen. Like, I couldn't get to be a part of a regular university. So I did not waste any another minute and I enrolled myself, or rather, I would say I had to because I had no other options left. So I had to opt for open university. Okay. So basically, what is the difference between a regular university and an open university? So regular university, that it's just a regular university, like like you go to the college or the university. You have your attendance, you get your regular classes, your lectures, you take notes, like that. There are teachers or professors to guide you out there. However, it is exactly the opposite in the open university. Like you have no, like you will have some other like help guidance from outside, but but the university won't gonna provide you. They're gonna provide you some online, not some. They're gonna provide you decent amount of online. Uh, what should I say, online notes if you have opted for the online notes section. But if you've opted for books, you have to visit their study center of that particular city wherever you are in, and you have to collect the books from there. I got around 12 books, and oh my god, those are extremely this fat, this big, and those extremely heavy. So yes, have to go through that, have to make my own notes all by myself, all by alone. And here is the problem comes with me. Like the last 1 year has been absolutely so different. Like throughout my year, throughout my life, rather, I would say, from school to college, has always been under schedule and everything and all. And boom, one day the pandemic happens. And this is the aftermath of the pandemic, I would say, like a lot of people are facing, and they had to opt for open university. And you know there are some centers that are enlisted under that particular uh, brochure for there, where they provide classes and all. But however, some in an institution or some particular, I should not be saying this, but there's a particular college or some particular institutional body, like those are affiliated under that particular the particular open university, does not provide proper guidance. So here is the actual game. You have to motivate yourself daily, push yourself daily. Like you're doing a class without like having that physical affection or physical touch. Okay, unlike in regular university, you get to meet your friends daily, you are participating in co-curriculum activities, you're doing stuff, you're doing this, you're doing that, interacting with the professors and doing and what not. However, this is not the very same case when you're in an open university, and that here becomes super challenging. Like motivating yourself, doing everything all by yourself, preparing notes, studying. Yeah, that particular portion, it's all we do all alone. But here you lack the warmth and the support of the professor, the friendship stuff. It's not here since you're not attending the particular institution on a regular basis, and there is no issue of attendance that you have to attend the particular university or the particular institution on a regular basis. So you're free from everything. It's open. So that's what it means. And yes, things have been so tough after that. And yeah, I am in the very same university, open university, doing my masters. I'm into the final years of mine. And here, this is one thing I would like to say. Like my life has right now, I don't know what's going to be tomorrow or in the future, but right now it has its very own way out. Like my life is eventually like trying to figure things out all by itself. And I tried last year to be into the regular university. I failed. This year too, in fact, like I appeared for, entrance examination I gave. I tried my best, studied the notes and materials and everything and all. And I still couldn't get into the university. Or rather, I would say into any regular university or any prestigious university. And I remembered like opting for my home university was the last option that I would like ever, ever choose in that sense. And I was called for counseling. Lucky me, I thought that's the best day of my life. Okay, 8th of November was called, and uh, list was given to the counselors and all. They counseled and everything and all. And as a result, Like I was waiting for my name to be called, but unfortunately, or whatever for the reason, for the reservation system and whatever it is, my like despite having my name, despite getting selected, I couldn't make it. I don't know what is the reason behind it. Maybe some other glitches or other things. I cannot say it glitches. Maybe it's their decision to, like, let some people be there and let some not, or maybe it's the chronological order, or whatever you say. That's how it is. Maybe it happened to me, and yes, I was numb as I was returning back from from my home university counseling session, and called my mother saying that, ma, this has happened. And my mom was a little bit, like, you can understand, she wasn't that very, she felt a little bit demotivated, but nonetheless she was like, it's fine, you're doing your masters, from an open university, but that is something valid. Okay, IGNU is valid. Indira Gandhi National Open University has a name, has a brand, and yes, you will surpass with flying colors. Don't worry. And that was a particular day that went in a very gloomy mode, and switching right next back to the evening, this one particular thing happened, and then I realized that it is not the institution every time, you need to get recognized just because you belong from a very particular university. Like, you have done your master from this particular university, that means you're great and something. It's not. If you are, it's really, really fine. But I'm talking about the perspective of others, how they perceive you. Sometimes the POV of others does affect us in a very bad way, good way, whatever you say. In like, it has a very own effect. Okay. And for me, unfortunately, it had a very negative effect in the beginning, because whenever I used to say very coyly that, I am into an open university pursuing my masters, a lot of people have seen them frowning upon, like, as if like the people pursuing their degree from an open university is not a human being. That's their POV, and that's how they have made me feel. Like, their vibe have made me feel that way, and I felt no less than an insect, or whatever you say. Like, some people and their behavior, they can just make you like think, or make you feel no less than, like, nothing. I don't know how to describe this, but I hope you're getting it. Like, you've tried it twice and thrice and many a times, but you've failed. And there are some people out there sitting right in their couch all day doing nothing, and they are people coming and judging you. I know it's very pissing off. But also, let me tell you, like, I am eventually having a very different perspective about life. It's all about learning, unlearning things, and I think that is the beauty of life. It has truly amazed me. That's what I could say. So here the thing goes, that the very same evening, you know let me blend my concealer first. Okay, so I've done with my concealer blending, and I'm going to do with my eyes first, and I've applied a sellotape off camera. So also the story gonna be okay, so these three palettes I'm gonna be using. Yep, let's go with it, and with the story. Okay, so on that very 8th of November evening, I was traveling to, like, provide tuition. Like, I provide tuition to, small kiddos. So I was going to the particular student's place. I was traveling from my home to the particular student's place. And as I was going, like, traveling, I saw faces, you know not faces of any, some like deceased person of from my family, but faces of my, not mine, but it's enough faces of regular, like, you can, like, those are very common people. Okay, so it's not that I was hallucinating otherwise, but it happened in that way, as if, like, uh, like, I was sitting, like, I was on rickshaw. I was just moving forward, like, the rickshaw was moving, I was sitting on that. Okay, so I could see people, like, normal faces and all. This is absolutely normal. And there's one particular thing that strike me then at that particular time, that is, do I know any of the qualification that I see? Like I like go out on a regular basis to teach kids Monday to Saturday. Okay, so yeah, that's what you got to do, when you have so much of plenty time on your hands. So that's how I spend my time. Anyways, so as I traveled on a regular basis, I see lots of faces, the regular travelers, the vendors, people out there, people are returning from office, small kids, they're going to like school. No, they're going to their home from school. Okay, so I see a lot of such faces, okay, and I'm like, do I really know any other qualification? Like, is qualification really an important thing? Like, we all like barge about, I'm from this particular university, I'm from that particular university, or some uncle aunties be like, my son or my daughter is from this particular university. Oh my god, I should be proud of it. Fine, I have no issue with that. But in general, when someone like me who thought that her life is ending, is on the verge, and you have nothing else to do except for committing self harm, you know. So I'm like, I look forward to those faces. I look at the face and I could see nothing except for a human being, okay? No sign of qualification, nothing, because you just don't go around with your degree tattooed on your face or on the forehead of yours. So nobody knows what your qualification. And that's when it struck me so badly. Like, it's not qualification every time. I know that has a very, very, very important a weightage in your life, but other than that, like you're a human being. You're not an object that you will be labeled for everything. Okay, and people who label you are not, are not human beings at all. I somehow feel, since, and this very particular thought struck me, and I was like, why I'm like worrying about a lot about how, like, going into a regular university. Like, this one particular thing can be done from an open university also. There's nothing wrong in it. It's okay, people who have got into regular university, congratulations. But those who are unable to, because of some particular reason, maybe financial issue, because open university does charge very less. Okay, so it's within your, purchasing power. Little bit of economics. Ha. Okay, so as I was telling, so it's that affordable, it's that cheap. Nothing wrong in it. Okay, but there are some people who will obviously judge you, and it has a very negative impact. Okay, so what here, I don't know about others, but what here I therefore did is that I completely like distracted myself. It's not easy first 2 days, but like indulging myself more into making videos, doing other work, like studying for my upcoming exams, that's going to be held by igno itself. So studying for that, and that's how I'm coping up. And I hope, I know I definitely will be going to grave with this one particular, like, using a black coal, by the way, this one particular regret of my life. But at least, like, I don't know how many lives I have, like how many breaths I have, or how many birthdays I'm gonna celebrate, but whatever it is, at least I won't be regret, like, living my life in, like, in fear, in judgment, like, just because, log kya kahenge. Like, at least I don't even have to live with the particular fear of getting judged by it now, since I have my very own opinion now, like, it's me and my family paying the particular fees for this particular university. Who are you to say that? Right, this is all for the taunts by the taunters, not to everyone, but this is my opinion. It's fine. A lot of people who will see this video and will judge me, it's okay, you can. But do think deeply. Is the education qualification for, like, is that mandatory? It is mandatory, of course, but, like, I don't know how to say this, but if somebody who has, for some reason or not, has somehow failed to, be a part of the particular like, maybe they have not been able to be a part of their dream university, or they couldn't get into a regular university, should you be mocking that particular person? I think it's a bit. I think we all know the answer, but we still move forward to bully people, to hurt people with their taunts, to do what not. I've seen people doing it to me, and this is coming from a place where it will never get healed. I believe it, and that scares the shit out of me. Using this particular shape. So whatever it is, like I have said, I've like literally blabbered everything out, whatever that has been piled up within me, you know, in this past years. Okay, trust me, I'm not even lying even for once this time, you know it was all that was getting piled up in me, and I thought I'm never gonna come out of this particular deep dark phase where I'm just paddling to survive, to thrive. I thought, I don't have any other place to go, and that scares the shit out of me. I distant myself from my professors, from my parents. In fact, like I remembered, in fact, like I separated from my parents in that such way, as if like, we three, like me, my ma, and my baba, we three made it compulsory to whatever we are doing. Okay, we'll make sure to sit and have our family meals together. Here, after this particular incident last year, I had no other like I felt so humiliated. Like I never even thought this particular blow from life is going to come to me, and it blew me so bad. It blew me down so bad that you know, like anxiety, is swept in from in between, and everything just went very foggy for me. And yes, I remember, like silently, very quietly, having my lunch without even having any conversation with my parents. And my parents, they also couldn't say anything in front of me, because they maybe somewhat understood what's going on my mind, and they're scared that, you know no, this actually it happens in my family. Like if I go completely silent, it means something wrong has definitely happened. You know, who knows? Unless you're pushed through the particular phase, and you paddle and battle back, and you strive to strive for your life, to be able to see the sunlight, to be able to see hope. This one particular thing, yeah, also one particular thing I have to say, and as I'm growing, like I'm growing old, I'm going big, so I also have to say this, that wherever I go these days, among my relatives and all, the only thing that they ask is that what are you doing now in life. I say I'm doing my master's in English, and they were like, okay, like we all know the Indian relative scenario. Like, I hope you can relate to me what I'm talking about. Try to understand now, please. Okay, so this one particular thing, I was so scared, I was so paranoid, like scared, paranoid, because of the taunts I might get. Because of that's what we always assume, the worst of all. Yeah, I'm among them, the pessimistic. That case, I was so scared initially, but with time I could see, as it is, as I move forward into life, I could see I'm getting a bit fierce, not fierce, but getting a little bit brave enough to face it, tackle the question much more intelligently. Anyways, so that's what you gotta do. This is what I have learned till now. I know I'm 23, and I got to learn a lot of things in life, because I don't know, like maybe I have to learn a lot of things. I don't know for how many birthdays I'm gonna celebrate, like I said previously. But whatever it is, whatever the Almighty has already planned for me, I'm gonna face it. I have to, because that's how life challenges you to be braver, to be courageous. And that's how you move forward with life. I literally blabbered everything what I've faced from last 1 year. I've seen, people, like except for two friends that I've made in college, nobody else paying me up. Sometimes the professors, this one particular thing I have to say, like professors, I must say somewhere that I'm lucky in life to have professors, like my college professors from there where I graduated last year. Like they are exceptional. The more I talk about, the more I praise them, the less it is. Like I'm like, how will I say, like blessed enough to like get so understanding people in your life. Like they understood the problem and they were like, it's okay, we're not gonna judge you anyways. Because that's life. It has happened. It is not happening with everybody. It's a pandemic and things went wrong like that way, and it was online examination. So I hope you can understand how things are, and as a result this thing happening, don't be disheartened for that. So whatever it is, you have tried your best, you did your best, and wherever you are, it's okay. It's all gonna be okay. It does feel very suffocated eventually, like in the beginning, sorry, initially in the beginning, but with time, everything will fall in line. Have faith in you. And yes, wherever you're right now, you're not gonna be 10 years later from now on. So why? Why do worry? The all Oh, Shima. So this was all about, my current status in life, and that's I'm currently dealing with it, trying to cope up with it. I still, have anxiety with it. Like it's a trauma for me. Like it's 1 year and above, maybe a little more than a 1 year, maybe, and I still struggle with this particular question. Sometimes I answer it with bravery. Sometimes, I succumb to the particular question, and it scares the shit out of me. Because trust me, I've never wanted to be in this particular place in the very first. This is the very first thing I want. You want this particular thing to get clear. I do not even want to be. Never ever. Never. Ever. Never. Okay, this looks okay. Good. Let me do this one particular eye too, and I'm gonna come back. Hold on. Like done both the eyes, this particular brow too, because I'm too messy while I do my brows. Like I'm scared otherwise, So this is it, and I think I'm gonna apply now liner, and yeah, it's done. Removing my tape. And guessing what? A complete disaster. Oh my god, okay. I need to fix this thing. So, because also my base is left, let's do this thing together. Okay, so I think I'm gonna use, like the pink on the lower lash line. I think this is better. It's looking better. Now the foundation and the blush and the setting spray and everything. Okay, so for the foundation, I'm gonna using L18's foundation in the shade 03 Shell. Let's go for it. Since I've done the contouring before, I'm gonna avoid those places, like trying to give it a more feathery look. I mean, like if your face have not done any, blunder, then why should your neck, this particular section should be left? Okay, so make this also a part of your stuff. Look at the shine. I use this particular, this foil, beautiful, pressed kit from the Nika K Poison apple. And this is, oh my god. Some more feel pink will look good because let's give it a shot, okay? Because without that, how would you taste the the adventures of life? Just take a little. I'm using, by the way, 18's liquid lip color. It's in the, where is the shade? Oh my god. Okay, it's a P73 pink blossom, and it's just smells like bubble gum type, babul wala, babul, yeah, and perfect, perfect. Okay, Done. Now the final part. Hold on. So this is the final look with big chumka and bun and with classic, this white rose. Artificial of course, because you know what, 30 rupees rose stick for me right now. I'm literally broke after shopping and doing everything. So this is the final look. I hope you all like this and also my banter. That's a long story. Long sad story, trust me. Whatever it is, like, if you really, really, really enjoyed this particular video, please not forget to give it a big fat thumbs up. Also, if you're new, please do subscribe to my banters every Monday, probably, yes? So, this is the final look. I hope you like this. Please do share, please do subscribe, and do support me. We'll see you guys in the next episode of the series In the Mood. Okay, till then. Love you, lovelies.